Welcome back. According to Cattlefax, an open cow costs almost $400 per year. Her ability to conceive and calve on schedule is affected by multiple factors, including the presence of diseases such as IBR, BVD, leptospirosis, including Lepto Hardjo Bovis. For this reason, producers should consider a comprehensive reproduction vaccination program that helps provide extended protection against these harmful diseases. To understand these benefits, Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Brian Baxter heads to the sandhills of western Nebraska.
Really, ranchers use reproductive vaccines to control or to reduce risk for losses that result in reproductive losses. It's so important to have cows, heifers calving early in the calving season. We need to really grow the number of pounds at weaning. We are very much in a preventive mode as we discuss reproductive efficiency, so we want to head off any losses that might ensue.
One of the main places I think it comes into play is preparing that heifer to go into the cow herd, to become a mother cow, to stay in the herd, to breed back year after year, keep her immunity up so she has a healthy baby, breeds back each year.
Mick Knott, managing partner for Lute Ranches in the sandhills of western Nebraska, has seen firsthand the benefits of a good reproductive vaccination program.
We're set up here with about 1,500 head of cows and two full-time employees taking care of those on a range situation. We don't want to have to take time to doctor calves or cows or anything.
Mick has been using Pfizer animal health products for 15 years. He has a high level of trust thanks to his success using Bovi-Shield Gold vaccines to help keep his operation on track.
I've used Bovi-Shield Gold since its inception. We like the fact that it's a modified live virus and it fits into several different facets of our operation.
I think the Bovi-Shield Gold product is a great product to implement into preventive health strategies on ranch operations. I think it targets expectations and goals of ranchers for reproductive preventive health.
Reproductive diseases can cause substantial productivity and profitability losses, particularly through effects on reproductive performance and calf losses. Bovi-Shield Gold vaccines help producers protect their cattle and profits from several costly diseases.
Using a vaccine that contains many antigens or agents, if you will, really allows for flexibility as well as convenience in a preventive health program. And so by being able to use it at the right time, it certainly it fits very well into when ranchers handle their cattle and they're able to really incorporate it well into a preventive strategy.
There's a spectrum of different diseases out there that we need to be protected against. You know, we can't just hone in on one thing. That'll get us in trouble. You have your, BVD's the big one in the news that everybody hears about, the persistently infected calf. But you don't want to forget about the red nose.
That's one of the most important parts about Bovi-Shield Gold, is that ability to cover a wide gamut of diseases with a single dose. Vaccines are expensive, we know that, but trips through the chute are even every bit as expensive as the vaccine. So the more that we can cover in a system that allows different vaccines to work together, the better it is.
Bovi-Shield Gold vaccines not only provide a high level of disease protection, they also take that protection to the next level with a duration of immunity that helps protect against the diseases that can impact reproduction.
That is one thing we really like about the Bovi-Shield Gold. We can give it at preg time and have a year's protection in that animal. And that saves us a trip through the chute to get as many of those jobs done as we can there. And that will be her basic vaccination program for as long as she stays in the cow herd.
Knott says vaccinating fewer times pays off in lower labor costs and reduces stress on the animals. In addition, he also relies on BoviShield Gold to help keep respiratory problems in his calves to a minimum.
When I first became involved with the operation, we had problems with summer pneumonia. And our veterinarian, local sales reps got together and thought that we could probably get away from some of that by using the BoviShield Gold in the spring at branding time on the calves. That has been very successful. We've virtually eliminated any summer pneumonia and have very few health problems through the summertime. So that started our success with the BoviShield Gold.
Vaccination timing can help maximize results.
As we consider vaccine use and where they fit in preventive health strategies, timing is very important because we want to induce or hopefully cause enough immunity so that when exposure occurs, disease will not ensue. Also, in regard to reproductive vaccines, peak immunity at peak exposure times is part of the plan. So as we set up protocols, that's part of the planning.
Talking with your local veterinarian is a good place to start when deciding which vaccination program is right for you.
I really like to see a rancher work very closely with his or her veterinarian to think through preventive health strategies, to think about the risks that are occurring in that operation, and to make adjustments, changes that might sometimes be related to management, and it might relate to incorporating a vaccine.
I think the veterinarian is aware of what's going on in that area, in his practice area, and there may be some things there that the producers are not aware of that they need to be protecting the cow herd against.
After you've selected a vaccination program, Dr. Grotelushin says there are a few key things to keep in mind when handling and administering vaccines. First, read the package insert and follow the directions. Always store the vaccine in a temperature-controlled environment. Never mix more vaccine than you'll use in 1 hour, and always use clean needles and syringes. Though margins are tight, producers shouldn't be tempted to cut corners on sound preventive health programs.
In a tough economy, it's always easy to pick out certain things as targets of cutting. However, health risks are ongoing, and they range from chronic losses to risk of catastrophic losses. And so it becomes, I think, a relatively low-cost budget item to really control risk, and probably should rate very, very low on the list of things that might be eliminated, because it does address risk so well.
It's a better deal to vaccinate. It's back to the ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, you might say. That vaccine that works well and does provide that protection, even though you may not need it, at some point it could be very needed. And having the cow herd set up in a routine, regular vaccination program is much easier than playing catch up later on in the process when you have problems.
For Mick Knott and his veterinarian, Dr. Tim Knott, there's no doubt that helping prevent disease with BoviShield Gold vaccines helps enhance productivity. They also appreciate having access to the Pfizer Animal Health team.
We've been using Pfizer products for the past 15 years, and the main reason that we use them is their sales and technical staff. Our veterinary likes the products. They fit well into our operation and what we're trying to accomplish in herd health.
They're a quality company. They have good tech services. If you have questions or feel like you have a problem in a herd, they're very supportive.
Ultimately, a strong vaccination program aids in the prevention of costly diseases, which translates into increased reproductive success and profit opportunities for the producer.
Reproductive success in the cow-calf operation is probably number one. The one thing that influences profitability more than anything else we do. An open cow costs a lot of money. And anything we can do for that cow to give her the opportunity to rebreed and produce a calf the following year is money in our pocket.
Reporting from western Nebraska, I'm Brian Baxter for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.
To learn more about the BoviShield Gold line of products from Pfizer Animal Health or steps you can take to start a preventative reproductive health program in your operation, log on to our website at cattlemantocattleman.org.